she did. Was enough. And I was like, hey.
She recorded
went
in
back and
progress,
forth
and I
a couple
wasn't
days,
quite
and
ready
like,
for that
okay.
yet. Well, we still got 1 minute.
I told her.
That's fine, 35 seconds.
For the loop of what's going on.
And tell her stop trying to control things. She's worse than I am.
All right.
You didn't say anything bad.
Oh, I never even
This is a meeting with a bait, and at every thing you were banging the gavel. It's like, it's just weird. Anyway, sorry. 6 o'clock. It is time for public hearings. With that, I'll declare the public hearing open by advertising that the purpose of this hearing is to continue to take public testimony in regards to the proposed Klickitat County 6-year transportation improvement program for the plan years 2024 through 2029. And we will start with a brief staff update. Go ahead, Mr.
We'll make it a little briefer than this morning or this afternoon. The 6-year is required by a state statute. We have to propose, revise, and adopt a 6-year plan. Not all the projects in the 6-year will be done within the 6-year period. A 6-year plan is a planning document. It is not a budget document, meaning that the only first year of the 6 years, the actually only year that once that's approved, the funding for all the projects is not approved. It's considered a plan. Just because the 6 years adopted and year on year 27 does not mean your project is going to be built necessarily in 27. Okay, how are projects selected for the 6-year? Past collision history, construction of the road network, pavement condition is a big one because we do a lot of paving projects, federal and state funded, and pavement condition is a huge consideration. Maintenance considerations such as soft spots, excessive potholes, drainage issues, a lot of grading, specialized grants, input and requests from the citizens. That's been very popular and has worked very well over the years. They bring in a project, it works its way through the system. How the road has been used, if it's commerce, it's farm to market, things like that. So highlights of this year's plan, reconstruct Sundale and Old Highway 8, phase 2 of the Bickleton Highway, asphalt rehab and widening project, bridge repair projects, East Road, Market Street and Roosevelt overlay project, Sunnyside Road overlay project, and some design stuff. Total project budget for construction is $11,807,000. It's broke down as follows: $5,762,000 in federal funds, $4,870,000 in state funds, $225,000 in landfill, and $950,000 in and that includes my staff.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Just eyeballing for a second. Okay. So with that, I will open the public hearing to public comments. You are invited to speak either for or against the proposed 6-year road plan. I will say that if you have a road that you're interested in us making a note on so that we can look at it over the course of the next year about potentially adding it to next year's road plan, I will allow that. Please provide your name and physical general location in the county for our records. And please clearly state whether you're for the road plan, against the road plan, or whether you're just trying to throw your road in for consideration in future road plans. And then again, please state your name and general location for the record. With that, we do not have anybody in the room. Do we have anybody online that wishes to make public comment for the 6-year road plan? Please raise your hand or unmute yourself. There's one. Marlene, go ahead.
I just have a question about the process, about are there written comments that can be made on it? And I'm interested in the Oak Ridge 2027 and what that entails, and just learning a little bit more about what the intentions are there.
Okay. There will be a time where the board will get to ask for clarification of statements, and during that time, I will make sure I clarify your question to staff to give you a better update on Oak Ridge. So hang out for a minute and we'll get you your answer. Anybody else online have public comment for or against the 6-year road plan? I'm not seeing it. If you are online and you do want to comment, now is your time. Okay, still not seeing it. You will have one more chance here in a second. With that, now is the time for the board to request clarification of public statements as well as ask questions of staff. And with that, I would ask if staff could answer this nice lady's question on what the Oak Ridge is in 2027.
The Oak Ridge on 2027 is unique because it has a zero amount of money placed for it. What that means is the fact that it is planned to be done, but it'll be done by a private developer. We need to put it on our plan if we know it's happening, because it is a capital. They're doing enough work, it will be considered a capital improvement to our system.
We don't have Oak Ridge in 2027. We don't have Oak Ridge in 2027. It shows on ours.
Right, it's actually
2029.
2029.
Okay.
Yes, I
Okay.
wasn't gonna correct them, but yes, there's nothing in 2027.
Well,
It's
Oak
only-
Ridge was on 2027 2 years ago. And this is
Yes,
on
it
2028.
keeps working
And
its
now
way
it's on
down.
2029.
Yes,
But to clarify what might be a hidden question, and the county is not anticipating spending any money on the Oak Ridge project because that will be under canvas. Doing that project up to county spec, and okay. Hopefully that answered the question. With that,
Okay.
I did hear a mic. Marlene, go ahead. I'll let you have a second turn just because nobody else is on.
Okay, I'm just wondering about the county specifications. I mean, even though the county won't be doing the work, will the specifications that are set out, will that be so that the public can comment on that, or how does that work?
and what it is it's a typical development. They'll provide plans to Public Works. Public Works will review the plans and make a determination, does it meet what their condition is, which is to bring it to a certain standard of 20 feet wide across the whole area. And make sure if that includes extra drainage, and I don't know if they're adding more impervious, then they'll have to account for stormwater, things like that. Typically, anything that is being done by a developer, once the SEEP and everything is done, the public comment is pretty much, it's over. I mean, it becomes an engineering thing.
Right. So it's my understanding though, just for clarification, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, they will come forward with their plan on what they plan on doing to widen the road. Public Works will verify all their information, all their measurements, all their gravel heights, all their everything, and make sure it complies with Klickitat County Title 12 road standards. And then do a final walkthrough when the whole thing's done to make sure it complies before they sign off on a permit.
Actually, there's one more step.
Okay, I missed one.
We will have an inspector out there to make sure it's done properly.
Oh, good.
So there will be an inspector out there watching them like there is.
For every other development.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Okay.
then, yes, they will have to pass and everything will have to be in place before we sign off for their final. It's not called occupancy. It's something like that. It's basically a condition to open and work.
Okay,
So- Excuse me. So does that mean that the plans have to be approved before they start construction?
Yes, they have to get a work within, they get a permit, which we call work within the right of way. And to get that permit, we have to approve the plans.
but no more SEPAs or hearings or all that's done and it's now just through the process.
Yes,
None of these issues will come before the board. They all just go through planning and building and road and
yes.
not before the commissioners. Correct?
Not that
Not that I
know.
can think of.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, you'll sign off on the work within the right of way.
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
But that's kind of, that's not a thing that's never discussed. It's
Right,
just
right, right,
something.
right. Okay.
that is done.
Got it. Okay. Hopefully that answers all the questions. If you have any more, please send them to us in email or give us a call. And with that, does the board have any other clarifying questions of the public or staff on the issues? Hearing none. With that, I'll inquire one last time if there's any further public comment from anyone that has not had the opportunity to provide testimony. This is your last opportunity on the 6-year road plan. So raise your hand or unmute yourself if you're online because there is nobody in the room. I'm not seeing anybody. Going once. Going twice. There's only 5 of you and at least one I think already commented. All right. With that, I will close the comment period for the 6-year road transportation plan. And address a question to the board. Do we want to leave written comments open until a certain time?
How's
Or-
business on Friday?
You okay with close of business this Friday, 5 PM this Friday? Is that
That
okay with
somebody
staff?
had-
That
since
works.
someone had asked about it. I
Okay.
think that's appropriate.
Okay, so we will allow written comment until 5 PM, close of business day this Friday, which is the whatever date it is.
21st?
21st?
I think so.
I think it's the 21st.
20th.
20th. Any discussion by the board? Hearing none. With that, I will state that this,
That's right.
is that right?
Yep.
What is the date to be right?
You get to choose the date.
Well, that's what I'm
The
saying. What-
24th.
You wanna do it on the 24th?
Yep.
Okay,
Just gotta give us time to provide the board packet.
okay. For the record, the public hearing is
We
now.
we can
continu-
do it tomorrow. Sorry.
We ain't gonna have a meeting tomorrow.
No, I gotta give the board packet to
Okay.
Lisa.
So if we continue until the 24th,
That's fine.
Okay.
We can do the board packet and then you'll have the board packet.
okay. So with that, we'll continue until 1:30 PM on the 24th of October 2023 in the Klickitat County Services Building in Goldendale.
Mr. Chairman, I would make a motion to adjourn the regular meeting, noting that we will be on the radio at 8:05 AM for the KLCK on October 19th.
And I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to adjourn. Unless there's any other discussion from staff or anything that we're forgetting until next week that needs to be signed or talked about or anything, which we always figure something 20 minutes after we close. So I'm giving everybody a last call. I have 2 things that need to be signed. See there, I caught myself. All right, no further discussion. All those in favor of adjourning, say aye.
Aye.
I
Aye, motion passes.